got another lying Democrat. Unfortunately, this one's from my home state of Texas. Take a look at this guy. This guy is Taral Patel. He's running for county commissioner in Fort Bend, Texas. He accused Republicans of attacking him for being Hindu, I guess, claiming that these were racist and disgusting insults that he received online. He made posts about it. He talked about it. The only problem is cops say Patel made it all up. He hijacked some dude's picture, opened up a Facebook page, called himself Antonio Scallywag, and started posting messages like this about himself. This is like a bad episode of Mean Girls. Was he even born here? Probably communist. Wasn't a Republican who wrote that. Cops say Patel wrote that himself. How about this one? It reads, "Trust me, Andy Myers is a true Christian. Our first commandment orders is to denounce all false gods like the monkey and the elephant." Well, Andy Myers is who he's running against. I guess the monkey and the elephant have something to do with his Hindu religion. But again, cops say he wrote that on his fake Facebook page, that he hijacked a picture of some local community member as well. So all of this reeks, this lowlife cheater who can't win without besmirching the good name of Republicans, again going down this road of accusing us of racists, when really we know it's the Democrats that are so racist. It reminds me of old Jussie Smollett. Remember him? The actor who staged his attack by red hat wearing Trump-loving thugs. All a hoax. This was Christopher Rufo spelling that out.
But what we've seen a pattern. A colleague of mine, Will Riley, has written an entire book called Hate Crime Hoax. These are serious crimes, but oftentimes, in many cases, they're actually hoaxes to perpetuate a political narrative. So we should always approach these hate crimes with a degree of skepticism. We should investigate them if they actually are real crimes. But we should not be surprised at incidents like the Jussie Smollett incident, where they're simply invented to promote a political narrative, even though they end up hurting real victims.
You know the reality, folks? I'm just going to be skeptical of everything a Democrat does. I really am. I'm hard-pressed to meet a Democrat I can trust. The sad reality. So what does this mean for the race for county commissioner? We say local politics are very important. Well, joining me now is the GOP chair of Fort Bend County in Texas, where this all went down. Host of the 13-minute news hour, my old friend Bobby Eberle is back with us. Bobby, welcome to the show.
Grant, man, it's good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Well, it's great to have you on, Bobby. So you lead the GOP here. I guess you got this race for county commissioner. What do you make of all this?
Oh, my gosh. Well, the story keeps getting bigger. I just want your audience, the viewers, to know that it gets bigger and bigger. But like you said, this is the Houston area's version of Jussie Smollett. This guy, he put a collage of these racist, mean social media posts together. He comes out and he blames Republicans, blames his opponent and Republican supporters, and then gets local media coverage about it. And then it turns out, this is what's really interesting, is Andy Myers, the commissioner you mentioned, he said this is a bad thing, doing this racism. So let's investigate it. He's the one that called for the investigation to get to the bottom of this. And through layer after layer after layer, they find out that this guy, Taral Patel, is the one sending racist messages to himself. He's doing it to himself and blaming Republicans. It's something straight out of a movie.
Now, Bobby, your guys are right outside of Houston. Houston's dealing with its own set of crime. We know that in neighboring counties and big cities, crime bleeds over there. I think this is the last thing cops need to be dealing with. This is a waste of cops' time, all because this Democrat candidate decided to lie and cops had to take good cops off the street to investigate a hoax.
Absolutely. I mean, and we're hoping, right, that when it comes to election season, you know, the Republicans always gear up to talk issues. You know, we've got a better plan on crime. We've got a better plan on taxes, public safety, education. And then sure enough, every single election cycle, the first thing out of the Democrats' mouth is, oh my gosh, Republicans are racist. Look at that. I mean, we have issues where they do this all the time, and now they're just exposed, which the one thing they have, the fallback position that Republicans are racist, they're even faking that. That's not even real. And here's what's very important, is that this guy was chief of staff to the Democrat county judge. In the last election cycle, the county judge did the exact same thing. He put some posts together, said people were being racist to him, blamed Republicans, got local media coverage, and those two were working together. So that calls into question if there was collusion back then. I think that should be investigated too, because these are crimes. One of them is a felony. And like you said, police have better things to do. But these Democrats, that's all they do is claim racism and think people will go along with it.
This is how dumb this Patel was. I mean dumb and dopey. He took a picture of a local community member as if somebody's not going to recognize that guy and know his name's not Antonio Scallywag, which was the alias that he was using. Let me read you a little clip of the statement that he released before he was arrested, okay? Before. Cut 13 here. As your Democrat candidate for county commissioner, I'm always open to criticism of my policy positions and stances on issues. However, when my Republican opponents' supporters decide to hurl racist, anti-immigrant, Hindu-phobic, or otherwise disgusting insults at my family, faith, community, colleagues, and me, that crosses a line. The only thing that crossed the line was his alleged illegal behavior, and I hope he pays for it. Is he stepping down? Has he withdrawn from this race?
Right now, we're trying to get the word on the street, you know, what the Democrats are doing. The one thing that is for sure is that they are scrambling. They are huddling together, trying to figure out what's going on. There's an important deadline that comes up in August, whether if he's removed before then, they can work on a replacement. But even there's certain rules and limits. After that, the Democrats would be out of luck if he's removed. They'd have to do a write-in, which it would ensure Andy Myers gets reelected. But in any case, I think this greatly helps Andy Myers' campaign. And it just shows that the Democrats will stoop to this. They've done this before with sign defacements and tearing down signs, stealing signs, blaming Republicans. And now they're finally exposed, and it's just great.
This has become now a national story, and it is literally typifies the behavior of Democrats. This is going to help a lot of Republican candidates across the country because they're going to see what Democrats are capable of. GOP chair out in Fort Bend in my home state of Texas, Bobby Eberle. It's great seeing you, my man. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks a lot.
All right, absolutely.
All right, friends, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button above. Once you do, tell your friends, share it, spread the word about the 13-minute news hour so we can keep growing. And for more great content, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you next time.